Hello everyone, I want to welcome you back to Kathy's Creole Kitchen. And today we're going to be making grasshopper cupcakes. This is my version. It's a quick and easy version. Well, it's great. I start off with a box of Duncan Hines Devil's Food Cake Mix, okay? And then I'm going to have 3 eggs, 1/3 cup of oil, 4 tablespoons of melted butter. I have to melt the butter. We're going to do 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 1 cup of buttermilk, 1/3 cup of non-fat Greek yogurt. This is the cup of buttermilk. This is the Greek yogurt. And that's all we're going to do. And so let's do the first thing. We have to sift. The first thing we want to do is we want to sift the cake mix, because it's really important that you don't have the cake mix all lumpy, because you just want it to be smooth and silky. You want your cupcakes to be smooth and silky. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the cake mix in my little strainer here, because this is the quickest way for me to do it. I'm going to stick that back in there. And we're just going to shake it and sift it, shake it and sift it. So this is going to take a minute. So this is all you do. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll go to the next step. Okay, so I have this cake mix all sifted to get all any lumps. So now we're going to put the 3 eggs into the mixer. Put the 3 eggs. We're going to put the 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. We're going to melt the butter real quick. Let that melt while we're doing that. And we're going to do 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Pour that in there. One, 2 teaspoons. Put that there. I'm going to put the 1 cup of buttermilk. Put that in the mixer. And we're going to put the 1/3 cup of non-fat Greek yogurt. The Greek yogurt makes the cake mix super moist, so that's why I'm adding that in there. And I think the butter's melted. Yeah, it's nicely melted. So we're going to pour that in there. And we're going to mix it all together. Going to put the mixer on, lock it, turn it on low to get it mixed in together. Put all this over here, get it out of the way. So while we're mixing it, we want to get it all incorporated in there. I put the paddle mixer on there. So I think we've got it all incorporated together. So now we're going to take the cake mix and just start adding it a little at a time. So I'm going to get a big spoon. Let's turn this down, lift this up, and let's just start 1, 2, 3. We're going to put those 3 big spoons in there. Beat it a little to incorporate it in there. You want to slowly add it so you can get it all nice and mixed. Okay, got that incorporated in there. Now let's put some more. Okay. Pour it on in there. Well, let's just put all the rest of it. I think it's good because we've got some of it incorporated in there. Put this here. Put that down. Do it slowly because it's dusty and the cake mix will fly all up in the air. So we're gonna blend that all together. You don't want to overmix cake mix because, like I say, if you overmix cake mix, it has a funny way of being tough. So let's scrape down the sides. Scrape down the sides. Let's blend it a little more. Not too much, because we've already incorporated everything. I think it's all well blended now. Yes, looking delicious. That looks yummy. So now, and I know what you're thinking is, where's the grasshopperness coming in? We're going to make a frosting after we get these cooked, and the frosting is going to be made with mint. So let's get these put in. I've already prepared the cupcake pans. I've got the oven preheated to 350 degrees. And what we're going to do is we're going to see how thick and beautiful the mix is, and you just don't really want to fill up the cupcake too full, about 2/3 way. So I'm going to get everything put in there, and then when I get all the cupcakes in the cupcake things, we'll get back and go to our next step. As you can see, I've got the cupcake pans filled with the cupcake batter. They're a little more than 2/3 full, but I like a nice big cupcake. So we're gonna pop them in the oven, 350 degrees. Open the oven. Put that one there. Get this pan, put it in. And we're gonna set the timer for 18 minutes. So we're gonna cook it for 18 minutes. And when I take it out, we'll make the mint frosting. So I'll show you how to do the mint frosting. So let's just sit back and wait till it's done, and then we'll go on to the step of making the frosting as we let it cool. Okay, the timer is going off on the cupcakes. So I'm going to off the heat and get them out. Oh, they look scrumptious. They're beautifully done. This cake mix, once you mix all these different ingredients, it makes it like a beautiful chocolate mousse. Take a look at the cupcakes. They look marvelous. So we're gonna put them on the cooling rack. On the cooling rack. Take a look at them, they're beautiful. We're going to let them cool. You have to let them cool 15, 20 minutes. I'm going to cool them 5 minutes in the cupcake pans, and then I'm going to take them out and let them cool on the rack for another 15 minutes. So we're going to close the oven, and we're going to let them cool. In the meantime, I'm going to get all the ingredients together to make the frosting that goes on top of it. We're going to do a mint frosting because that's what makes it a grasshopper cupcake, because this is in honor of St. Patrick's Day on Monday. So I always try to make something for each holiday. So for St. Patty's Day, we're having grasshopper cupcakes. So let's turn off this, let's let it cool, and then we'll get back to making the frosting. Okay, the cupcakes have been cooling, so now we're going to make the frosting. The first thing we do is, I've got the Andes candies. These are the little green mints that they leave on your pillow at the hotel. So I've got these here, and I broke them up into pieces because we're going to top off the frosting with that. But the first thing we're going to add is we're going to get the butter, which is a 1/2 cup of butter. We're going to put it in here, and then we're going to whip it until it's nice and light and fluffy. So let's get that done. Let's get it in, clamp it down, and just start whipping it. It's going to take a few minutes, so it'll take about 3 or 4 minutes. So as soon as this is whipped up, I'll get right back with it. So it looks like the butter is all nice and fluffy now and all smoothed out. So now we're going to put the cream cheese in here. We're going to combine the 8 ounces of cream cheese with the 1/2 cup of butter. So once again, we're going to lock it down And we're gonna blend it all together. And once it's all blended together, then we'll go to the next step. Okay, I think it's blended. I've been scraping down the side. So now we're going to lift it up and we're gonna put in some of the powdered sugar. This is 4 cups of powdered sugar and we're gonna put it in a little at a time. So let's do 2 big spoonfuls. Let's turn the blender back on and get that incorporated. Yep, it's getting right in there. Looking good. Okay, got that in there. Let's do it. And we're gonna continue to do this until we get all of the powdered sugar in here. So let me get this done and then we'll go to the next step. Okay, I've got all the powdered sugar in there. And remember, as you're doing this, you got to remember to stop it and scrape down the sides a bit. So we can get everything in there. We don't miss out on something. So, and now I am going to actually put in the teaspoon of mint because it's very important that it tastes like mint because it is Grasshopper cupcakes in honor of St. Patrick's Day. So this is a mint extract. So I'm going to take 1 teaspoon, drop it in there, and now we're going to mix that. You can smell that minty deliciousness. Yum. Now I have 2 tablespoons of heavy cream. Now I don't know that I'm going to put it all in there, but I want the frosting to be easy to spread. So let's try half of it. So let's try 1 tablespoon right now. Let's do that. Put it on. And then I have some green food coloring. So let's try, how about 1/8 teaspoon of green food coloring to get that lovely green color for St. Patty's Day. So let's just pour this in here. Ooh, it's gonna be pretty green. I over poured a little bit because it doesn't have a spout on it. Now let's mix it. Oh, that's lovely. It's like a shamrock green. Get it all mixed. Let's lift it up, let you see that color. Let's scrape it down so we can get it all with the lovely green color. Remember, scrape the sides down so you can get all incorporated. Get it off with the spatula. Here we go. Mix it up some more. Got that lovely minty flavor, not overpowering, really good. I'm gonna pull the cupcakes over here. Gonna get a butter knife and a spoon because I like to use both utensils. I don't want to pipe it. I'm just gonna do it the good old-fashioned way. Alrighty, that looks like it's lovely mixed up. So now I'm gonna get a cupcake. I'm gonna get a spoonful of frosting. I'm gonna plop it on there. And then I'm just gonna take the spoon and whip it around on there. That's it. Nothing fancy, just lovely. I'm gonna do it like this. So the spoon works better for me than anything. And I don't take it all the way to the edge because I want you to be able to peel it without getting your hands all messy. So that's the first one. I'm gonna frost all these the very same way, and then we're gonna top it with the Andes mints. So let me get them all frosted, and then I'll show you the final step. Okay, so I've got them all frosted. Now we're gonna take the little Andes candies. Remember the candies that the maid puts on your pillow when you're in the hotel? I crumbled up about 12 of them, I think. So we're gonna put a few on each cupcake because it's got that wonderful, these Andes candies have a wonderful cream de mint taste. So we're gonna just place them on the cupcakes. I've got ample amount of frosting on them because, you know, frosting is the best thing. So we're just gonna do that on them. These are so delicious and they're so great for any kind of little St. Patty's Day gathering. They're very good with a stout ale because, you know, that's what you do on St. Patty's Day. You drink stout ale. So we're going to put some on each one. Put them all on here. And I want to say thank you guys for watching my videos. Thank you for commenting. I would like more comments. I would like you to let me know if you made it, how you liked it, how did your friends and family like it after you made it for them. Just let me know. Just let me know how they liked it, what was the ease of it. I try to bring you really user-friendly recipes because I think cooking should be fun and not stressful. And when you get into the more difficult recipes, it gets a little more stressful because you're worried about the expense that you've, you know, put yourself through to get all the ingredients. So I try to do little simple, wonderful things. But if you would like more complicated recipes, let me know because I don't know unless you tell me. So there we go. We've got them all sprinkled up. Let me let you see them. They look delicious. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat one because they look so marvelous. So let's just peel it. You can see how moist the cake is. Let me taste it. Let me tell you. This is so airy and light and delicious. I want to remind you to subscribe to my page, Kathy's Creole Kitchen. Like my videos, leave me comments. And by all means, enjoy these St. Patrick's Day Grasshopper cupcakes. Oh my God. It just does not get any better than this. Thank you so much for joining me again this week. Next week, we're going to do that limoncello that I started maybe 3 weeks ago. So next week, it'll be ready and we'll go through the process of straining it and completing the process of making it. But in the meantime, make these grasshopper cupcakes and enjoy them. Thank you so much. Y'all have a wonderful and a happy St. Patty's Day and a safe St. Patrick's Day. Join me again next week for Kathy's Creole Kitchen. God bless. Oh, let me not forget. Let's recap the ingredients. I got it wrote down so I don't forget it. For the cupcakes, it's 1 box of devil food cake mix. I use Duncan Hines. 3 eggs, 1/3 cup of oil, 4 tablespoons melted butter, 2 teaspoons vanilla, 1 cup buttermilk, and 1/3 cup non-fat Greek yogurt. And for the frosting, I used 8 ounces of cream cheese at room temperature, 1/2 cup of room temperature butter, 4 cups of powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon heavy cream, 1 teaspoon of mint, and 1/8 teaspoon of green food coloring. And that's it. You have a marvelous, marvelous dessert for St. Patrick's Day. Thanks again. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful St. Patrick's Day.